Sarah, and welcome to another daily flight in Sparrow Warfare, the upcoming game from Neon Aurelius. I have a fussy cat with me, so if you hear meowing in the background, then it'll be him. He's decided that it is time to pay attention to him and not to anything else. Say hello, Basil. Yay. Right, you can get down now. You've got wet paws. As always, if you like what you see, then jump over to the Steam link that's in the description, get it on your wish list. Look forward to further announcements when they come. And if you have any questions or you want to know more about any of the tasks get played, any of the modifiers, then the wiki is also in the link below. So today's flight, you can see I've already had a go. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I did not get through the falconer level again. So we're in the way of song, looking to get out birds so that we can then attack, use build up song and multipliers across multiple birds for our attack or for our defense. With our modifiers, we've got Pumper Run, which I do like. I like Pumper Run a lot. So this hasn't come out for a while, but this basically gives us the Pump Run buff to infinity. Every time a tile gets destroyed, then we get a fresh tile coming out. That's really handy, particularly if we're looking at playing out the Magic 8 Ball, Magic 9 Ball. Anything that involves smoke will give us more tiles. Negative side, we have Ironbird, which means we don't heal between levels. So you've got to be really careful about not getting hit, and particularly this second level with the Falconer where you get the fire attacks coming in. We don't have a huge amount to defend against fire attacks, and that can really quickly destroy our hit points and will then cause us problems when we face the poacher. And we've got Armadillo Hide, not quite as good as Turtle Skin, but we get 10 shield at the start of each level, gives us a nice little boost to our defense. So let's see if I can do better than my last run. Yeah, one of those last runs, miscalculate. Try not to do that too much this time. Again, our usual starts, take out Sister Claws, build up our defense, and I'm just going to get rid of a couple of these low value tiles so that we can get a nice full hand of way of song, see if we can pull out some birds and potentially even some attacking wild tiles. Nice! So getting the Pumper Run showing its benefit already, getting Sing Starling coming out. So we are very well defended. I don't have to worry. I'll keep that 2, 3, 4 run for next time, but we will take out Bridget and then just discard these low values and see who comes out. It'd be nice to get some of these attacking tiles coming through. Right, glad I kept my defense. Boost that up. We need 22. Not quite enough. Let's see what we've got here. Either to Peacock's Eye, I think useful. So either going to get the defense up or take out the birds, and with Peacock's Eye we can do both. Now it would be nice to start hitting Howl, but I don't want to use up those 4 song when we don't have anything to do with that song. So hopefully we'll get our attacking tiles coming through. There we go. Disco Fiasco. That's going to be nice. Right. I'm still going to need some defense, but what I can do is combine that with Sing Starling, because we'll just grab up the 5-pointer off of that. Now, unfortunately, whatever I do, I am going to lose Howl because attacking for another, or building up another set of 12 song on every bird because he's frozen is going to take him out. But given the additional that we'll get on all the other birds and the ability to freeze everybody except the beak, worth it. And what I'm now going to do is grab something from Howl. Ooh. Let's do a transform because that's going to give me my new tile, plus because it's going to destroy one of the tiles, I'll get an extra one from Pump Run. So first thing I'm going to do is just get rid of that high defense because I don't want to lose that, and then we'll build up that song. Took out possibilities while it's a bit frustrating. Home to Roost is going to be useful for future rounds when we're going to need the healing. So don't need the defense, so we will just take those out. And glitter bomb! Yay! This is nice. So build up our song. I'm gonna need 16 in defense, which is not great unless use that up. I'm probably going to take out Shah ahead of time, but now if I draw a tile for every opponent and glitter bomb in one turn. Now whether we get... Hey, we get Feather Fury coming out. That was nice. So a glitter bomb of 50 that's going to go off this time. I don't have to worry about my very low defense. Yay! Okay. So at this point, I could either just keep on cycling around and avoiding hitting the beekeeper for 4 turns, or I'll just start my attack through. Means the beekeeper will wake up next turn, but doesn't waste time. It's a bit more of an interesting game. Different if we were playing in Way of Fire and we get the burning damage, but not so great for Way of Song. It's just boring. So let's get a little bit more on attack. Just getting that one to get the 5 out. I don't particularly want to use up the Peacock's Eye when I don't need it, because that's a nice, even just facing the beekeeper, that's a nice 7 defense, which I'm going to need this time because I don't have 7 in defense. Grab that. And let's see what the Magic 9 Ball and the Pump Rum give us. Oh, nice! Green Dragon. We can not only get a decent amount of attack going, but also draw another 3 tiles. The fact that they're not helpful 3 tiles, well, it means that we've got less to... that are going to clog up our hand at the end of this turn. So. Okay. Ooh. Gonna be... I need another defense. One more defense, don't have enough. I'm taking exaltation. Useful for next round. Just here at this point, just a decent wild tile. Gives us a slot hug, which is a bit of a pain, but it's not the end of the world. But we will need exaltation for when we're facing off against the flame dealing birds. Oh. Gotta get to 19. Can't get to 19. Get defense for the value of all the song. Do that. And with 9, okay, we'll use up that home to roost. We don't need it so much now, but it's a useful run filler. And cool. Build up that and feather. Home to roost came around very quickly. That was a nice on the redraw, because that's enough attacking the boss to take him out. So useful to get that wild tile in there, and yeah, I'm glad we didn't see a huge amount of the attack, because the beekeeper can get really gnarly when it gets up to high attack levels. Cool. Right, we'll start off with trying to draw out some more birds, because it'd be nice if we can use the drop with more than just the shrike. Nope. So, question here. We'll see what else we get. Multiply those up and freeze a shrike, which is also useful. And what I'm going to need to do, play the drop first, because if I play it out with the song, bit of a shame not to be able to boost it up by just one little bit more, but we'll lose the shrike. So better to have a glitter bomb for 60 rather than for the 32 or 34 that it would have been just on the falconer. And this is nice because Featherfall has earplugs, which means that the song doesn't attack, and I have got rubbish attack and defense at the moment. So let's just take out Featherfall with a bomb. Okay. Would have been nice to have taken Caligula as well, but cannot be helped, and Caligula, I don't want to use the wild tiles. Well, the nice wild tiles that I've got at the moment. I'm going to get rid of that defense and see again what we get with our other birds. Draw until we get a trap bird tile. Okay. And I'm just going to discard that one. Hopefully, as we do that, if we get another bird coming out, they'll then at least get caught for the other sets of song. But never mind. We didn't actually get a bird tile, but it has meant Caligula is frozen, so we don't have to worry about defending. Sometimes song is just handy to be able to avoid an attack. Now Jimmy comes out. And one song and the disco fiasco. Okay. Oh. I don't know. We'll just take those out and see if we can get some stuff that helps us with that song. Not a huge amount, but it does, again, takes the boss for the 60 or 58 with his shield, and bonus as it's frozen both Caligula and Jimmy, which means we can take Caligula out and we'll see who else gets coming out, but didn't have to worry about defense. Marjorie is also defended against Song, so I think we'll start off with seeing what Magic 9 Ball can give us. Oh, a new Swooperoni. That's nice. Still gonna need a lot. Unless I can. Okay, I don't want to waste stereo, solo, or home to roost. Particularly because I'm going to need that home to roost when the Falconer wakes up, because he comes out attacking with flame. But if I can get something to go with that one attack. Peacock's Bride. Not necessarily needed right now, but good filler and useful to have in the circulation. So, take out Jimmy, but even more important, we're now going to take out Marjorie and the Abyss. So last turn before the Falconer wakes up. And would love to take out Second Coming. If we can avoid, I know we've got Exaltation to support us, but that's not going to. Oh, didn't spot that he was defended. I should have done. Just blanked on that. That was a bit of a waste. Alright, what have our birds got for us? Ooh, get the side hustle. Doesn't help me against Second Coming, apart from getting a nice extra thing off of Pomperon, but we now get 2. So draw until the next wild tile, and then discard 2, draw 3. We're going to lose at least one of those, sod's law, but at least there we go. We knew we were going to get some of it, so we're all good. We've lost our healing, but that should hopefully circulate back around. Right, let's just again clear things out. We've still got a couple more birds, and the Falconer is going to wake up. So no more birds. So we will be getting attacked with flame, and there is not much that we can do about that. So again, we'll just discard down, see what the couple that get drawn. There we go. So Buzz has come out. That's good. So let's boost those, because now Buzz is frozen, so I only have to worry about getting up to the 18, which I still do have to worry about, but it's not too bad. And what I'm going to do before I start using my high value tiles is see if we can get something nice. Oh yeah, that's nice. Applause, not particularly handy right now, but hopefully if we can circulate round, it will be good for next turn. So we'll get that octave buff going. It's not going to potentially help us for right now. So 6 turns. Boost that up and see what Lucky Bamboo, if Lucky Bamboo draws out the last bird in the deck, brings out Craven Ravens. So I'm still okay on my defense, but now with only 1 tile in my draw pile, it does mean that the next time round I'm going to have a serious amount coming in the applause. Yeah, applause for 67. So that is very handy. So, yeah. Freeze out Buzz straight away, and Craven Ravens. So what would be very nice if we can get out another multiplier, draw a tile for every opponent, so I don't have to worry about any more birds coming out. But what would be really nice at this point is to see, because we've got the attack the boss, we've got the glitter bomb. Can we get those out? Nope. Again, we will get. I'm just here looking for stuff that I can do to attack the with the song. Yeah, use up a slot hog and bird bath, useful. Don't want to take out the beekeeper and lose my no kings unless I absolutely have to. Right, so sadly with nothing extra there, I am going to leave it because it's, all I'll be doing is scratching down by 1 for every song. Okay, but at this point we will build up some more song. Any chance that we can freeze out the Craven Ravens is useful. And at this point I am wasting that home to roost because I don't have to worry with the bird bath. But again, hit the Craven Ravens for a little bit and clear my hand down a bit because it is getting a bit congested with wild tiles. And now we get the attack the boss, so we will boost up that there. And I need, I need 26 defense, which means that, very sadly, what I can do is use the first, actually, do this the way around. Get the defense first, because the 72 is easily going to defeat me, balance out the boss, and then put another 20 each on, so 40. Not quite as nice as it would have been attacking for 72, but at this point I do need that defense first. So there you go, because not quite taking out Craven Ravens. but they will be gone this time. And with the exaltation, I can just leave it there. Cool. Just gonna. Oh, I still need defense. Draw 2, discard 3. But it discards my defense. Oh, well, sadly, we've lost the getting 2, so we only get 1 tile from Craven Ravens. But Intrepid Further Play will give us that. And sadly, a bit of a waste of the bird bath, but we do get the smoke tile, which we'll get an extra tile from when it gets destroyed. And that was still not enough. Didn't do the maths properly there. That's a shame. Not much that I can do here, so take the lumps from the falconer. Falconer is going to defend, so I'm okay with just getting my hand as low as possible, recognising the slot hogs, and taking a bit more hit, and see if we can get some good attacks going. And we'll get our bomb going off as well, so at least it means the falconer does end up lower than he was when he started off. I'm going to get attacked by fire. At this point, not much I can do with that, and the stereo will get another slot in my hand. Don't particularly want to play that. We'll just clear those down a bit to pull some more through and save the glitter bomb for next time. Cool. This time we will use that slot hog, bit of a pain. 6. See if we can get some more good tiles coming out. Nice. Draw for every defense and get a little itty bitty glitter bomb going off. Ooh, this is not fun. So just using that to see, hopefully. Ooh. Now this is good. So I could do Telfer. Yeah, what I'm going to do is a Telfer the Shake. Just literally discard 2, draw 3, gets 1 more on my hand, then discard everything because gets those slot hogs out of the hand. They will circulate back round because there's going to be less than the 8 in the deck. But there we go, so 1 of the slot hogs has come back, but at least it's not too horrendous. So let's draw another 3 attack tiles. Wear him down a bit. He's going to heal again, but if he's healing it means he's not attacking us. Cool. defense. It's not going to be enough, but it's a bit more defense. Brilliant. I know there's a risk that we lose either Disco, Fiasco, or Swiperoni, but we need, so that's cool. Okay. So I'll do 2, 3, and a 4 for the Swiperoni to go off in next turn. Let's build up a little bit of that song and heal and send the song over to the Falconer. And the waste a bit of the... Actually, I won't do that. Let's attack the boss and waste the drop, because let's... Nice. Okay, so we've got a bomb that's going off for 50 next turn. Nothing here for healing, so let's just finish this and head on to the poacher. So really doing badly in terms of time. It's already 28 minutes, so I'm not going to be getting my points bonuses. But what we've got here is that challenge now of we're at half points. Need to be doing something that's going to build up those defense points, and Hannibal will hit us for 3 each time, which means if we hit him 3 times, then we're safe, because we'll still have 1 remaining, and a 4, 5, and a 6. And let's get the randomness of Magic 9 Ball. So take out Hannibal, and a nice turn our low level defense into a higher tile. So let's see if we can draw out some birds. Nope. Okay, no birds coming out. Not gonna risk things, and we'll just see if we get a couple more coming out this turn. Just fancy Ricky. I don't need to worry about the defense, but I really would like to see if I can get a couple more birds out. So let's fire up a bit of song. No. In which case, again, I'm not going to muck about with things at this point. I want some more birds before I start randomly drawing. So we'll just take that down. Here's Dino, but this is nice. So this is where we've got the octave. We'll get so that will give us 6 more defense, and we'll have our song tiles increased by 8 for the next 5 turns. And we got a new bird buff. That's good. Right, so what I'm wanting now, I really do want to see if I can get something to either draw more tiles or attack with song. Attack each opponent for their song value. Because freezes Dino down and takes him out. Very handy. And was feels weird discarding a 9 song, but it is actually a 1 song, and we need a bit more space in our hand. So just Baudelaire, and Baudelaire is going to attack with fire. So I've got the defense for that for next time. So we will leave and so Baudelaire is going to bring out the next bird. So again, I'm not going to particularly worry about playing out these wild tiles because they will be useful when we have at least one more bird in hand. So there's Macabre. And are we going to get any of the others coming out? No. Cool. So first up, we'll defend for 24. And this is where can boost, which I only need to play one of those out, so I'm not going to use my high defense on that. Boost out the stereo, and that will double everything, which means Macabre doubles, and we'll take out both those birds. Always forget about Macabre's shield. Blow, but I got a 4, 5 and 6, so I can take him out anyway. And nicely clears my hand down as well. So last one for the high song, and this is where Pumperum comes into its own, because the poacher is going to destroy 3 tiles. I certainly don't want him destroying these ones. In fact, I'm just going to get rid of all of those. He can destroy those 3. I'm not too fussed. Yes, it's 10 song, but it's actually only a 2 song, and that's going to disappear next turn. Destroy 3, and I'll get 3 back. And you never know, let's turn a slot hog into something useful. Hey, the cuteness. And another bird bath. Very handy. And in fact, incredibly handy, because we're going to need to reduce, and let's get a side hustle going. And what do we get from our... Those are rubbish. So still definitely going to need more. Well, yeah, more defense there. One more defense. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's go for the special tiles. Pick any tile from the draw pile. Alright, I want to have a look at what I've got left in my draw pile. Glitter bombs, applause. These are all nice in combo, but not so great when I'd only get 1 out, and even getting from the poacher is not brilliant. So let's take Float School. Oh, and let's refill our hand. Okay, so we'll get upgrades for the next 4 turns. Get another nice little thing here. We're just going to discard these out and then refill the hand. So that only happens once. It's destroyed, but Pumperum will give us another tile back. Right. And we get the freeze. That's nice. Okay. So what do here, discard 2 and then see if we get another bird out, because if we're drawing lots we might actually get some stuff to attack the birds. Not so great. No, that was a gamble, and Mother Claus is going to spawn a surprise. I don't particularly want her to do that. Oh, she's not going to do that because the bomb's going to go off, in which case I don't have to worry. Let's just take her out. Here is Fiery Cable. This is where we kept our bird bath. So let's draw a couple more tiles. now we've frozen her anyway. We'll ooh. No, we will draw and gain some defense just in case we get any of those other birds coming out. We didn't. Cool. Glitter bomb now for 54. Yes, useful. And we'll just waste up that bloodbath. Far more important at this point. Let's 6 and give ourselves a bit of healing. And Poacher's going to destroy 5. Unfortunately, unlike last time, I like all of these tiles, so we'll get rid of those. I can't discard the smoke. It's going to turn into something. Whatever it turns into, the Poacher's going to destroy. And then I'll get a replacement. So, turned into a 1. Poacher destroys it. Gives me attack 3. Hey, he upgraded. That's good. Okay. So first thing I've got to do is be incredibly careful, because Repent Ye will hit for 5 for every time I hit him. So really don't want to risk that too badly. Let's just get rid of those, because I'm still got both my side hustle and I've got my upgrades, my flight scroll. So let's upgrade everything I've got in my hand and get a couple more tiles. Multiply and refill the hand. Right, this is cool. So start off by multiplying that up. Fortunately, if Repent Ye gets hit by song, he doesn't actually attack me, so that is nice. Going to discard those. Do a draw tiles, which is essentially the same at this point as the sticky beak. What we're wanting here is, well, first up, I need to get that back to the 5, build that up to more than 5 in there. So at this point, I need Exaltation to stay. I need all of these, but I don't necessarily need Bird Bath. Yeah, I don't want to Magic 9 Ball because I need too many of these tiles. So let's just refill hand. Draw till the next wild tile, and all I'm really doing here is how high can I get that song going. And now I've got 90 tiles in my draw pile. At this point, I don't really care about slot hogs coming into my hand, because at this point I'm still going to multiply it by 2 because it's fun, and I'll lose King Mob, but the Poacher's going to get taken out with his own amount. Slot coming in from the doubling. There we go. So,
Fly free, little sparrow.
itty bitty bit of an overkill, but satisfying nonetheless. So well done if you've got through to the end of this, because this is a really long video. That's 40, so I've actually dipped into the hummingbird flight, finishing it under 45 minutes. So yeah, that's it was a long flight, but I managed that. Elite birds and elites perfected, not the boss as we saw, but I kept my no kings going, which I do like. So well done if you got to the end of this. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Kia ora.